Hello friends, welcome back to another vlog. This is going to be a very busy work day, but I actually don't have that many meetings today, so it's straight up going to be security assessments, documentation, yeah, basically those two things. It is about 10 o'clock right now, and I actually had two meetings this morning that were canceled. One of them, the person that I was going to be shadowing is out sick, and then the other one was a stand-up, and I usually attend those stand-ups because I'm shadowing that person, so it's kind of weird if I'm just there. And then at 11:30, I have a one-on-one with my red team mentor. So for those of you who aren't familiar with what the red team is, they're kind of like a ethical hacking team, but they focus on offensive security, and they are kind of the ones that focus on not just web application assessments like my pen testing team, but they focus on everything. I've heard crazy things that red team can hack into, including like airplanes, cars, of course just like servers and stuff like that too, as well as physical security, hacking into a building or, you know, sneaking into a building somehow. But basically red team is kind of like the pinnacle of pen testing of any kind in the cybersecurity field. And usually I have meetings with her every 3 weeks or so. She is a self-taught pen tester, so I think that's something else that's really cool. But basically right now we're kind of treating it as like a teacher-student kind of thing. So she gives me homework and I do that every week or so, and then she also gives me like resources to look into. Like she's given me a few books, a few resources. They're all just like public materials. They're not just like specific to my company. But yeah, basically every time we catch up, we kind of talk about also just mentorship things. So it's not just like she's giving me materials and homework to do like pen testing stuff, but she knows I'm going to be rotating out of my current team and may not even be in a pen testing role anymore in my, you know, permanent team. So yeah, a lot of it is also just like her coaching me through things and like early career. I feel like it's just really nice to have someone to talk to that is a mentor and you can be open with, that isn't just like your manager, because some things you may not be comfortable going to your manager about, and that's why it's so nice to just have a mentor that you can talk to. But yeah, that call is at 11:30, so I still have about an hour before then, so I'm just going to be doing my security assessments. So for this week, I don't have that many, but it's pretty standard for every week. Usually it's not that heavy, but we also did get more people on our team, so I think I'm just not used to the lighter workload, which sounds so weird. So because of that, the assessments have actually been lighter because, you know, we're splitting them all evenly. But yeah, I already got started on one of my security assessments for yesterday, but I'm basically just gonna be finishing off that today and then start testing my other applications as well. So I have an hour before my next meeting basically, so I'm just gonna get started with that. Also, more on my freaking lip sunburn. I am currently doing some treatment stuff for that, but also my grandma said I should drink some cooler things. So this is an Asian herbal tea. It is called Wan Lao Ji. I can probably spell it out on the screen, but yeah, this is basically for when you're like eating too much dry and hot stuff. I don't know if other cultures talk about the stuff like this, but in Asian cultures there's stuff known as like hot stuff and cold stuff, and hot stuff is kind of like not spicy hot, but when it's anything fried, anything dry like chips, anything oily or super salty, those are considered hot things. And then cool things are like herbal tea and certain fruits, like I think watermelon is cool, or maybe not actually, it's kind of sweet. I think pears are definitely considered cool, but yeah, basically there's like cool fruits or cool foods and hot foods, and when you eat too much hot foods, it really messes with your body's feng shui. I don't know, this sounds really weird, but basically I'm drinking this Wan Lao Ji tea to kind of clear out like the hot stuff that I've been eating. Another thing that I don't think I've talked about in a while on this channel is that basically there's a lot of different things that you test for, you know, any kind of OWASP top 10 vulnerability that I can link below, but those top 10 are kind of like the general basics of what you would look for in a pen testing assessment, and these are pretty general across the board, I think, for most companies, because at the end of the day you're kind of looking for most commonly found vulnerabilities like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery, and stuff like that. Yeah, that's basically the main things that you're going to be looking for. And if you're trying to get practice with that, I would definitely do some practice on the damn vulnerable web app I feel like it's kind of a tongue twister, but it's not. But also Hack the Box, Try Hack Me, a few other sites I can also link below if you're interested in kind of getting some practice. If you know how to figure out if an app has a vulnerability with those, you know, top 10, then you can most likely pass a security pen testing interview if it is going to be technical at all, because I know some are more about how you think and critical thinking skills rather than specifically telling you to hack into something. And you can also look up the more popular ones if you want to get to know them, but those ones usually require some kind of license. But Burp Suite's Community Edition is free. I mean, you're not going to get the same usage out of it compared to the professional licenses, but it's free, so it's a really good tool to practice with if you're a beginner. Still working on my security assessment, but I was also looking at some more news about the recent hack on Colonial Pipeline. So if you guys don't already know, I made a video on that, kind of recapping everything. By the time you watch this video, it'll probably already be weeks since I actually posted that video, but definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's just really interesting to see that a company that big didn't have backup storage, like they didn't have any of their data backed up. And this is something that you learn in Security Plus if you guys have took the certification or know anything about, like, I don't know, redundant storage. But basically most companies should do some kind of RAID striping or mirroring and just data duplicated, so if something like this did happen, they would have a backup. I don't know, I was just really surprised to find out that wasn't the case. But yeah, maybe by the time you see this video, there will be even more information out on how DarkSide, or the ransomware gang, actually got into their system. I'm probably gonna talk about this to my red team mentor too and kind of see what she was thinking about that. But my last piece of homework from her was to hack into something. Alright, I'm about to join my meeting and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Because I was thinking of it as like my favorite from Subway is the BLT, tomato, onions, lettuce, I think pastrami, salami, pepperoni, lots of processed meats. You need to drink a lot of water after this. My call with my mentor went really well. It was really interesting, her perspective on things, and that's why I feel like I like talking to her about like different hacks and stuff. So anytime something big comes up, like solar winds or, you know, Colonial Pipeline, I usually ask her what her thoughts are. Yeah, and she definitely had a lot of opinions about this one just because it hit actually closer to home for her. Yeah, definitely really interesting. If you have like a mentor or someone that you talk to, or even like a mastermind group or a group of friends that are also in cyber, just like talking about these things is really interesting. If you meet up like once every few weeks or once a month just to talk about upcoming cyber news and things you've seen, you'd be surprised to see how many people like know certain things that are like from the hack, or like have some kind of like insider look for things or a different perspective. So yeah, that is my ramble for the day. And then right now I'm sitting in on a meeting, but it's kind of like a panel discussion, so I'm just gonna be sitting in. It's around like gender bias and technology. And then my next call is at 1 o'clock with my manager. And my other meeting for this afternoon actually got moved. So that's basically it, or it for meetings. So I basically have all afternoon just to do my assessments, which I have not had in months, I would say. I have not had a clear afternoon without any meetings in months. Hello. Alright guys, I just finished my last call of the day and it is only 1:30. Like, that blows my mind. But yeah, that was just a call with my manager, so my program manager. It's just time set up with them, and it's nothing like they want to know exactly where I am, what I'm doing at every hour, but it's more like, oh, what are you up to? Like, is there any way I can help? And stuff like that. So it's just a really helpful environment and community, I think. So yeah, I just kind of talked to her about my plans for the teams I'm shadowing. I've kind of narrowed it down to 2 teams. That is where I am right now. So I just updated my program manager on that, and she is really, really helpful. I'm just helping me set up meetings and talking to people and making connections. And again, I'm just really grateful that I even have a say in what team I get to go into, because I know a lot of rotational programs, they don't let you choose. A lot of times it's kind of assigned to you what team that you're going into, and you might be able to say like, hey, I want something in data science, let's say. They may or may not give you something in data science. So yeah, I'm just really grateful to have this opportunity. Yeah, excited to share more with you guys as it comes. I'm trying to finalize my decision before I have to go out of office. So that is coming up way sooner than I initially thought. Alright, so for the rest of the day, I'm just going to be working on my security assessments. Mind blown that I don't have any more meetings for today. Alright, we're gonna go pick up a Starbucks. Even though I got one yesterday, but it was so weird. I got a guava passion fruit drink yesterday, and it was not a great time. And I paid, I think it was like $4.50 or something. I remember when I was younger and I was very poor in college and high school, and I started like, well, I've been working for a while, but yeah, I would usually try to skip lunch if I was working part-time. But then sometimes if I do get food, I used to work at a clothing store. It used to be next to a grocery store. So for lunch, I would just go into the grocery store, buy $1 frozen meal, and then bring it back to work and microwave it. And it was the cheapest, good-ish meal that you can get. I mean, honestly, I probably could have just went to McDonald's and got a McChicken. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some Starbucks. A little mini story for you guys of the day. Also, my desk is very dirty, so I'm gonna clean that when I come back. But yeah, I also got a decent chunk of my security assessments done. So that's why I also feel very good right now. And it's only Tuesday. Fit check. Hat is from Nike. Top is from Patagonia. Shorts, I let in a fly. Oh man. So warm. Got my croissant. It looks amazing. And he got the dragon drink with strawberry and stuff. Croissant. I'm trying to say it the French way, but I'm butchering it so bad. I'm sorry. Guys, we drove by and there's just a bird on the ground. Guys, what is he doing? He's just sitting here. First chicken, now a random bird. Oh my god, he's just looking at me. He looks like one of those babies who are just staring. Is he okay? What should I do? He's just looking at me. I heard this thing where mom birds will abandon their babies if it was touched by human or like human contact. So maybe I should just walk away. Alright guys, never mind. It just flew away. Hi guys, just got back with my drink. You know, every time I try to be creative and try a different drink, it always ends up disappointing me. So that's why I just stick with the drinks I already know. This is a caramel ribbon crunch frap, and I'm just gonna keep grinding away at my security assessments and then keep you guys updated. Alright guys, I got a package. But yeah, I still put on gloves and disinfect before I open up anything. Okay, so this shipment is from Jed North Women, but it is this pink workout set with these joggers. I also got a similar set in the navy blue, and then I got these black shorts, this gray top, and I really like the material of their stuff. So let me show you one of the things that I got. Like, this is one of their shorts. They look like this. These ones are kind of like biker shorts, and they have like these thick lining. Just overall an amazing pair of shorts. Alright guys, we're gonna go get dinner now. Probably gonna close out the vlog here, but thank you guys so much for coming with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on post notifications. I post videos every Wednesday at 2 p.m. and Sundays at 12 p.m. and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!